caught up. They can't make it home safe at night. And they come out the house and want to argue with you about don't tell my child nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like their child is Kanye West or something. Wait till I get my money, right? Then you can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Man, me. Say, thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor. Say that again. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor. So we're supposed to rebuke thy neighbor. You know what that means? That means to correct thy neighbor, man. We gotta correct our neighbors. But you can't do that nowadays. You see a brother out there doing something wrong, he about to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, brother, don't do that. Yeah, mind your business. Only God can judge me. But we already told you what God's judgment is. God's judgment is fire. That's what God's judgment is. You want that? Or would you rather be telling you, hey, man, don't do that, bro, because he's going to lead you to death and destruction. Right? That's like you getting ready to step off the curb to cross the street and you're not paying attention, and the car's about one of them damn, what they call one of them damn kid boys about to hit you with the car. Am I supposed to be like, hey, man, I'm gonna mind my business. I ain't gonna get in that man's business. Let the kid boy just run your ass over. Bam! Nah, man, I'm supposed to warn you. Hey, look out. The kid boy's about to run your ass over, man. Look out. Right? But we do this for a reason. When it says do not, you know what I'm saying, we gotta be proof our brothers. It's a reason why we gotta do that. Give me Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17 over here, man. Yeah, you gotta, if you wanna holler at us, you gotta holler at me from on the front. Yeah, don't worry about the camera. You already on camera. The police got cameras all over here. Hey, man, just come on and come talk to your brothers, man. We your brothers, man. Now you can put your back to it. Hey, but let me get that. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Give me that.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17. It reads, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
So you hear that? The Most High says, Son of man. Right? You hear that? Everybody, the first thing they think is about Christ, right? But guess what, man? There's a whole bunch of Christ running around here right now in front of you. Right? He said, I have made you a watchman over the house of Israel. The house of Israel is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians of Negro Indian descent, man. Right? That's who that is. Right? The chosen people of the Most High God. Right? That we're supposed to come. The Moors is just Israelites that were got traded in the sub-Saharan slave trade so that they would have to force themselves to be Muslim, and then they would travel around the world, you know, fighting wars for the Muslim regime and conquering places and stuff like that under the name of Moor. Yeah, I mean, technically, I mean, they come off the continent of Africa, if you want to say that, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, the continent of Africa is a whole bunch of different nations. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like over 50 countries over there, thousands of dialects, thousands of different tribes and such and such. So just to muddy the waters and just say, well, they're Africans, yeah, you can say that, but that still wouldn't really give you a true understanding of where they really come from. Right, but Africa is not even the original name. Africa comes from Leo Scipio Africanus, right? You know what I'm saying? It was a general in the Roman military who conquered, you know what I'm saying, Hannibal in the Punic Wars. So that's how that came about. Same way like over here when they say America, that comes from America Vespucci, which was an Italian map navigator, right? So we understand that these terminologies, they're colloquial and we use them in this day and time. But the problem with it is they muddy the waters and they keep us from really having a true understanding of who we are and how we relate to each other and how we relate to history in our Bible. All of it. Because what does Moors mean? Moor only means to be black. You know, it's the Hamites did that, right? Who got the Zondervan? All right, well, according to the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, right, Ham, right, was his youngest son of Noah, right, born probably 30 something years before the flood. I'm just paraphrasing, right? He's the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes, right? Now, what does that mean? That means that there's groups of people on the continent of Africa who look alike, but they're not the same people. Right, good. Right, so exactly. So now you know that. That's what we teach. Ham is not us. Exactly. Listen to this precept. Listen to this precept. This the book. This the book of Exodus. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 7. But against any children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord will put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. That's right. So he put a difference between us and those other people. Now, what happens with the whole Islam thing, right? Islam is the religion of the God of the Ishmaelites, right? The Ishmaelites' God is Allah, right? That's their God, right? See, what happens is this, right? Give me that scripture in Deuteronomy that about the wood and stone. No, there's not only Yah. The Most High God created idol gods for the other nations. Right, we know that. We in agreement on that. But what I'm trying to say is this, right? Because you mentioned about something about Islam and the Quran, right? Right, yeah, those are Hamites, yeah. It's not the same people. It's just like Japanese people and Chinese people are not the same, but they look alike. You know what I'm saying? Korean people look like them, but they're different. Right. Right, you know what I'm saying? Or if they really go deep with the science, they can prove that we different through the bone structure, you know what I'm saying, the DNA and all that. All that's facts. But the crazy part is that information that's been around for thousands of years without the technology and the scientific strides that they've made in recent times, that information was already there right in front of us. But we don't read the Bible, so because we don't read the Bible, we don't know. Right, that's fact. All right, man. What's your name, King? What's your name? Sean? Hey, yo, check this out. We HOI, right? You can check us out on HOI Milwaukee. All right, King. That's on YouTube? Yep, HOI Milwaukee. Yeah, man, so where we was at? Yeah, let me get that, man. You know what I'm saying about that wood and stone. B. That's the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 19. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise. That's right, man. Destruction to those who follow those false idols, right? The stones, right? And that cross. Like, what if somebody killed Christ with a fly swatter, right? Would you be walking around with a fly swatter around your neck right now? Like, what if Yahweh Shai came back, Christ came back, and he seen you with that cross on your neck that they tortured him with? You think he would like that? You think he would look at that and say, yo, they really representing me? What about it? What about it? You just came over here to say that? Oh, okay, so you believe in Allah?
Yes, sir. Allah is God.
Allah is God?
Yes, sir.
All right, where's the proof?
Where's the proof?
Yeah, where's your proof that Allah is God and Yahweh is not? Well, first of all, before I even ask you that, hold up, before I even ask you that, what kind of Muslim are you? Are you, so you more, I mean, that's not a recognized set of Muslims. When I say what kind of Muslim, I mean like Shiite, Sunni, Nation of Islam, that. Okay, so do you pray 5 times a day? Right, you face the east? You go on the pilgrimage to Mecca. You have to go on the pilgrimage to Mecca. All right. So now, question: when they go on the pilgrimage of Mecca and they walk around that big stone 7 times and then they bow down and kiss it, what are they worshiping? They worship it. But how you? So why are they bowing down and kissing the rock if they worshiping Allah? And what does the Quran say? What does the Quran say about reading the Bible?
The Bible came from
No.
Have you read
The Bible did not come from the Quran, sir. The Quran came after the Bible. You know, the Torah and the Tanakh, right? The Torah and the Tanakh, right? The Torah and the Tanakh are here. What's your name, King?
Thomas Bay, brother.
Thomas Bay. Hi, Thomas Bay. My name is Elijah. Nice to meet you, King. Come back and talk to us sometime. All right, be safe out here, man, because we got the same enemy regardless.
Ain't no doubt.
All right, bro.
About it. Yes, sir, King.
All right. Finish that out.
Woe unto him that says to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise. It shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
That's right, man. So like I was trying to tell the brother, man, them stones in that wood that they be celebrating, man, there's no life in it. There's no life in it. Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20. There's no life in it. You can wear that stuff all you want. You can walk around that stone all you want. It ain't gonna do you no good if you ain't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. It ain't gonna do you no good if you don't have faith in His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right? His real name is Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew. Right? What you got for me over there? Read.
Verse 20. But the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him.
That's right, man. When the Most High is in His holy temple, man, everybody gonna have to keep silent. Especially while this word is coming out, because you can't defeat it. You can come over here with all your regurgitated statements and talking points and anything and all your belief system, and it's all gonna get shut down by this word, by Shem Mashiach Yahushua. Right? You know why it's gonna get shut down? This is the reason why it's gonna get shut down. Read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
And to the testimony of the prophets, it's because there is no light in them. If you're not speaking according to the law and the testimony, then you can be deceived very easily. Right? Just like they got these fake Israelite schools running around here, man, deceiving our people, borderline Christians, bald-headed, no beard on their faces, right? They're not preparing our people for what's really going to come. They're not telling them the truth of this Bible. They got them on some real happy-go-lucky, feel-good stuff, not knowing this 7 seals is about to crack. And when these seals crack, it's going to break your mama back. You can believe that. When this seal crack, it's gonna hit you. You're gonna be like a deer caught in the headlights, right? No food, no water, no provisions, right? When this weak-ass economy crash, and it will crash, right? It will crash, right? The word of Allah is gonna tell you about this economy crash that's about to happen. I dare you to open up the Bible. I dare you to open up the Holy Quran, as you call it, and show me the collapse of the economy that's about to happen. Because I can show you Donald Trump in the Bible right now, because y'all think it's about peace and all of that, right? Drop what y'all got, man. Let's get busy on this. But give me the book of, I believe it's Jeremiah chapter 8 and 11. And you give me Daniel chapter 8, verse 25 over there, man. Right? Okay, come. No, not Isaiah, Jeremiah 8 and 11, I believe. What she said?
for the daughters like
That's it? What you got? 8 and 11. That's it. Let me read.
Look about Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 11. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people, slightly saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace.
That's right, because that's all our people want, right? All of our good people, the good Muslims, the good Christians, they just want peace, peace with everybody, right? Right now, the Muslims is fighting deadly wars all over the place. They're willing to put bombs on their body and blow themselves up for what they believe. Ask a black Muslim man in America if he wanted to put a bomb on and blow his ass up for his belief system. I ain't seen one yet. Let alone one out to fight the police when the police come in our community and brutalize our people. Right? We ain't seen one of them since Malcolm X. Right? But see, they'll come up here and talk that stuff to us, right? When they don't have no organization, they don't have no structure, nothing like that, right? And I challenge any Muslim, bring your Quran up here and show me in the Quran, we'll show them as why our people in the conditions that we in. Show it to us. But they're not going to do it because they can't, right? Read that again.
Hey. Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 11. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace.
That's right. Our people think they got real peace because you got a car, because you got a job, because you got a roof over your head and everything. You know what I'm saying? You can even go to the gun store, get you a gun for protection. You can do all of that. So you think everything is peaceful right now, right? Go ask Carmelo Anthony while he's sitting in jail right now. Ask him, is it peaceful? Right? Ask that man that got shot by Trump the Builder. Ask him, is it peaceful? Right? Ask anybody that's ever been shot down and beat up by the police. Ask them, is it peaceful? Right? Ask anybody right now that's struggling to pay the bills or struggling to find a way to eat. Ask them, is it peaceful? So imagine if it's not really that peaceful now, how it's going to be soon. Because we got an idiot for a president, and he's a dangerous idiot. He's a dangerous idiot. Right? Give me what you got over here. Start at verse 23. Let's see what they say about Donald Trump in the Bible.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8 and verse 23. Get up. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
Don't no bad king in America ever since the presidency ever talk to people like Donald Trump talk to people. You talking about dark sentences. You heard that man when he told him, he said, I'm going to write your hand and grip you off the face of the earth. You ain't never heard the president talk like that. Read that again, king.
Verse 23. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
And that's what he did, right? He stood up and said, yeah, we're going to make America great again. We got all the white people riled up. Right? He's like, yeah, we're going to get rid of these illegal citizens. He got everybody all riled up. Right? He got them so riled up that when he was talking about getting rid of the illegal citizens was voting for him. Right? That's crazy. The same people that was going to get kicked out of the country was actually voting for this man. Right? Read.
Verse 24. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
That's right, man. Because all over the earth, man, that's what they doing. Look at what they doing in Nigeria right now. Persecuting people, murdering them, killing them. Right? This ain't nothing new. This is going on all over the earth right now. You think your problems in America is different? Matter of fact, you got it pretty good in America. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no food, you can go get on some type of welfare, get you some food stamps. There's countries you ain't getting out of other countries. They helping you out with no low-income housing in other countries. If you don't get out there and make it some type of way, your ass just don't eat. Right? But you hear all these different records and all these songs and these rap songs and all these singers talking about how struggle they're dealing with. Oh, I'm dealing with the struggle. I'm dealing with struggle love. Struggle love and my struggle love, boom, boom. You ain't really got no real struggle. You ain't seen no struggle yet. You gonna see it though, read.
Verse 25. And through his policies also he shall cause crap to prosper in his hand.
That's right. Through his policies. You see how they changed up the policy on abortion? All type of women was mad. Ooh, they was mad about that. Right? Then he turned around, he did some stuff with that EDI, whatever they call that stuff. You know what I'm saying? How you call it again? DEI? Yeah, DEI, right? The same time he did that shit, like 300,000 black women got fired from the government jobs. Right? You see how easy that was for him to do that with the stroke of a pen? But y'all think, you know what I'm saying, that y'all got some type of power out here, you know what I'm saying, because you can punch somebody in the face or beat somebody up or shoot somebody. When a man can change your whole direction of your life financially with the stroke of a pen, and you think that you a gangster? You think you a gangster? You can't do nothing with a pen. Well, I'm about to pass this over to my brother after this verse right here, read.
And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
That's right, man. He promised everybody that he was going to be the peaceful president. He said he wasn't going to start no wars. Ever since he got in office, he's been blowing stuff up. Ever since he got there, he's been blowing stuff up. And you know why he's been blowing up so much stuff? He's been blowing up so much stuff to keep everybody focusing on that instead of focusing on the fact that his name is in the Epstein files more times than the name Jesus is in the Bible. And you know the crazy part about it? Before he started blowing stuff up, everybody was like, we want to see the Epstein files. We want the proof. We want to find out what these people did to these children. These people deserve justice. As soon as the wars came out, ain't nobody even thinking about the Epstein files no more. You don't hear nobody talking about that shit. Because they didn't really care in the first place. It's called selective outrage. You got a precept? That's right, ain't no peace, really.
First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
That's right, man. So things is peaceful right now, right? Things is real cool right now. People feel real safe in America. But death and destruction is coming to America sooner than y'all think. And y'all think sitting here and y'all look at us on the corner, you be like, look at these foolish Negroes yelling and screaming with a mic and the Bible in their hand. But watch this. In the near future, y'all gonna be looking for us. Y'all gonna be like, where them crazy niggas that was on the corner screaming with the Bible in their hand? They had the truth. They had the real answers. Right? And y'all gonna find out, and then that day when y'all do come looking for us, if you find us, we'll still have answers for you. But only if you have sincere questions. With that, I say Shalom, Kom Yashala, death to America and all the heathen nations. Kom Yashala.
Khan, all praises, all praises. See, here's the thing. When you compare the Quran to the Bible, you'll find out that the Bible actually has many prophecies. Many prophecies. You know what I'm saying? Of things that are happening right now. Things that you're probably unaware of. Like throughout the earth. A lot of y'all don't even realize that the wrath of God is already being poured out upon the earth. Why? Because it's not in mainstream media. You're not gonna find it on the news. If you don't do your research, you ain't gonna know, because our enemies hide it from us. And yeah, we got enemies. And I'm gonna jump into that first, and then I'm gonna show you these prophecies that's happening in the earth. You know what I'm saying? This for you blacks, Hispanics, and neighbors. This for my people, so that you can wake up and make the decision to turn back to the Most High and to claim your heritage. But let me get that.
That's the book of Psalms chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
So the Most High God has enemies. And these enemies made a tumult. They lifted up their head because they proud. You got to think about it. Who's prouder than the so-called white man in the earth? Our enemies are proud.
So they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden one. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
So our enemies in the earth took crafty counsel and consulted against us. And they said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Now think about this. What group of people on this earth? Now mind you, this is coming out the Bible. But what group of people on this earth has been cut off from being a nation? We are a nation of people inside of another nation being oppressed by another people. But yet we don't have our own. So we was cut off from being a nation.
They say that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That's why I can ask any one of my people walking down the street, what's your nationality? I'm going to hear black, FBA, indigenous, Muslim, Moor, Christian, all types of things. But none of them realize that they're the chosen people of God, that they're Israelites. And it's not a religion, that's a bloodline, that's a nation, that's a heritage, a royal heritage. And you don't even consider it. Why? Because your enemies came together, plotted against you, and figured a way to cut you off from your memory and who you are and from your power.
So, verse 6, verse 5. For they have consorted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom. That's the so-called white man according to the Bible. They are our chief enemy.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites are the runner-ups. Ishmael. All you Muslims out here know who Ishmael is, because the religion that you follow stems from his bloodline. But according to the Torah, according to the Bible, those people are our enemies. They had us in slavery, the sub-Saharan slave trade. It was them and the Hamite Africans that was kidnapping and rounding us up and selling us to the white man and forcing Islam upon you. Islam is not a black man's religion.
God say Moab and the Hagarenes.
Moab, that's the Chinese. You see the contention between us and the Chinese now. They've proven themselves to be anti-black, so to speak. They're not our friends, they're our enemies.
Say Gabor and Ammon and Amalek.
Gabor, Ammon, and Amalek. Amalek is the Jewish man, the ones that wear the little hats. Those people stole your identity. And guess what? They had a large hand in the slave trade. They put a lot of money behind that slave trade and then stole your identity so they can steal your heritage. But guess what? They can't take from you what the Most High intends for you. Right? The reason why they able to hold that position right now is because you're not taking it back. You want to be everything except for what God said you were, and that's royalty, His chosen, His beloved. It's time to wake up. This whole world is against us. You understand? We all we got, but we got power. We got a power that can defeat what you might consider undefeatable. Because you look at the white man and his military, his power, his missiles, you know what I'm saying? All his resources, his money, his influence, and you're like, how can we beat them? We can beat them by turning back to our God, following his laws, statutes, and commandments, claiming your heritage. That's our power.
That's the book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. It say the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider.
The ox and the ass, two dumb animals. It says they know what?
My people, but Israel do not know. My people doeth not consider. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
So these two dumb animals know who they belong to, and they know where home is. These are dumb creatures. But it says that we don't know and don't consider who we are. We believe everything that our oppressor tells us. From us being African American to calling us black, which is a byword in a social construct. It is not a nationality. You know what I'm saying? What is it? FBA. That's the new thing that's going on. Foundational Black Americans. Huh? You're taking a social construct and using it as if it's a nationality. The Most High God said you are the children of Israel. You are his chosen. You understand this? This is why they hate us so. Because we are his chosen. Okay, let me get on. You gotta understand that the God of the Bible, yeah, he did send his son, whom the world calls Jesus Christ. His real name in the Hebrew is Yahushua. He didn't send him to die for everybody. You gotta understand this. Popular, contrary to popular belief, Christ came for everybody. For God so loved the world, you know what I'm saying, that whoever believe in him, yeah, that thing. That's not what Christ said out of his mouth. Christ said that he came for only one people. He said it out of his own mouth. So your pastor in the Christian church has been lying to you all these years. So we're going to see who Christ said he came for.
That's the book of Matthew chapter 15 verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So Christ, out of his own mouth, said he was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives. Christ only came for you. He didn't come for everybody. And that was out of his own mouth. You understand that? That's not what your Christian church teaches, but that's what Christ said. He only came for you. And why you think they hate you so? That's why they hate us in the earth, because they know that we're God's chosen people. Luke 16:22. They know that we're God's chosen people. But the problem is you don't know. You don't consider. Luke 16:22, right? You don't consider that. A lot of our people have become complacent and comfortable living in the lie that we're living. Everything you was given right up until now has been allowed, meant to deceive you from coming into the fullness of the truth about who you are, what belongs to you. Why you think you'll never get reparations in America? Y'all never consider why would they give us reparations? They give it to the Jews over there. You know what I'm saying? They give it to anybody else that won't it. Why won't they give it to us? Because they know if they paid us reparations, they would have to hand over the whole earth. Because it belongs to us. But y'all don't consider who you are. That's what it means to be an Israelite. You understand? The true royal bloodline of the earth is us. That's why they must keep us oppressed and keep us from coming into the fullness of the truth.
It's the book of Luke chapter 6 verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil, for the Son of Man sake.
God, and you got to think about it. When you hear anything about an Israelite, it's never really good. You know what I'm saying? They talk bad about us. They put us down, but guess what? It's a blessing. It's a blessing for us because we're being persecuted for the name of the Most High. Hey, brother, I got a question. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? You don't come from a nation of people. We all come from a people group, and people by would you consider yourself a so-called black man, Chinese, or, you know what I'm saying? What would the world look at you? What would they call you? What would they call your father? They call you white? It's okay not to be sure. World call me black. Black, right? So-called black man. What does it say on that sign? American black, what's the other name that's there? Judah. So more than likely you'll be from the tribe of Judah. Do you know that that's a glorious thing, man? That's a beautiful thing. See, a lot of people don't realize that we're royal blood. You understand? And the so-called black man in America is really the true Jews. You understand? And it's more than just people try to categorize it as being a religion, right? But it's not. It's a bloodline, and it's a mighty heritage that come with it. Let me get that. It's a mighty heritage that come with it. You understand? We're supposed to be ruling. We're not supposed to be at the bottom. All those promises that you hear, like people in the church talk about, I want to get to heaven, I want to walk immortality and all this stuff, right? All the promises, those things are for us. This is why it's important to know who you are.
It's the book of Romans chapter 9 verse 1. It say, I say the truth in Christ, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit.
Okay, let's deal with that. What's the hose? Let's deal with that. No, this ain't that. Now, this is not that. Do you know what an Israelite is? You talking about playing with the DNA? Who played with the DNA? I know you're not jumping back to like the Anunnaki and all that stuff, right?
I mean, they changed the names up, but what happened?
I want to know, like, who DNA was played with? How was the DNA played with? I want to hear what you. No. I want to hear what you say. How was that DNA played with? What do you mean? Like mix it in with the people? Okay. Let me see to your father. Yeah, see to your father. Okay. Well, check this out. The Bible always speaks to that. Yeah, those are the people that stole your identity. They stole your, because you know the Rothschilds are so-called Jewish people, right? Yeah, they're so-called Jewish people. The Illuminati and all that. Yeah, it's all one and the same. You know what I'm saying? But they're actually Jewish people. Yeah, this is a known fact. Jewish. They're not the real Jews. We are. Hey.
This Numbers 1 and 18. It say, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So the pedigrees determine. Oh, brother, wait a second. It's the Bible. Yep. So you never heard that before? No, what was just read? Cause I see when you heard it, you was like, wait a minute, what is y'all reading from? Cause listen. The pedigree is determined by the father. Why is that? Because it's a scientific fact that the male carries what? The seed, right? The woman doesn't carry a seed. She's like the earth. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you put that seed, whether it comes from an apple tree, you can plant it anywhere. Over in China, and it grows, it's going to be what? An apple tree. It might look a little different, but it's still going to be what the original was, where it came from, that seed came from. So even with the mixing, whatever the father is down the line, that child is still that, even though it might look a little different. So all that stuff with the DNA mixing and changing up, that's to confuse you because you was heading on the right path. You was about to find out exactly who you were. So they put in what is called stumbling blocks. You hear me, brother? Yeah. No. So you understand that those are stumbling blocks to keep you from coming into the knowledge of the truth about who you are. So, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, give me that Deuteronomy 7:6. So, what's your question? Reuben, yeah. Who was Reuben's mother and why was he born? Who was Reuben's mother? Leah, brother. It was Leah. It was Leah.
But I got one future for you. Not forget.
Let me ask you something. Where you from, brother? I hear your accent. Where you from?
I'm from the motherland.
Oh, what? Like so?
Motherland.
What tribe?
I'm a shop.
Shabra?
Please, the capital.
What region is that from in Africa?
Every day, I'm brought to America. Igbo? Huh? Igbo?
No. You're not Igbo. That's Nigeria.
Only Liberia, Sierra Leone, what you want to call motherland. Why?
In the Shanti, yeah, the Ashanti America. No, not you. They say that they're over there. Not you. Yeah. Are you Hebrew? Are you of the Hebrew bloodline? A Catholic? Of what? Israel. A what? A spite?
What's your name? King Henry. Yes, sir. Henry.
Your people over in the West Coast of Africa, they keep Islamic.
Do they practice any Levitical Christian laws?
They don't keep their oath.
Let me explain that.
Because we are different.
Because the original traditional one, we have God. So don't be the first time you have God Kansila.
Kasala.
Kansila. Tell me a motivation.
No. He said where he's from. He's more than likely.
Sierra Leone and
We're not.
Liberia.
So more than likely you probably go back to him. Not shit. You can go back to him, right? There's no one to remember that much. Yeah, okay, brother. Okay. Have a good day. Yeah. More than likely you and him.
You cannot
Yeah, we ain't dealing with that. Now, what was we at, brother? We was dealing with the bloodline, right? We was dealing with the bloodline. You gotta listen. You gotta understand. This is another misconception that our people was given, that we are African. We are not African. We might look alike by skin, somewhat, but our phenotype right. So we are not the same people. It was actually their people and the Arab, the Israelites, the Arab people that was in cahoots together in Africa that was rounding us up and selling us to the white man. It's called the sub-Saharan slave trade. There's a depiction right there. You can look this up. This is verifiable information. All over. You can Google it. ChatGPT it. You can read it. There's books about it. Yeah. They had us in slavery and they forced Islam on us. That was not our original belief. They would cut you. Listen, they would cut you. You command it off. You cut your tongue out, chop a foot off. Yes, if you refuse to follow Islam. These people are part of our enemies. They are part of the people that sought to cut us off from being a nation.
Because there's only one true God, and He chose us and not them. The whole world knows this. That's why everything we do as a race of people, the whole world follows. They can't help it. Because guess what? They was designed to serve us. We're designed to serve the Most High God.
Reverend, what's your
Let me
name?
show you something.
Reverend, what's your name?
I'm not a reverend. There's only one to be reverend, and that's the Most High God. I am not a reverend.
What does Reverend mean?
Huh?
Reverend, what does it mean?
Listen.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah, he can see you.
I want
Listen,
to ask a question. Answer.
listen. To give reverence is to revere. Now listen.
No.
Listen, you can only give reverence to the Most High God. But enough with that, brother. I'm dealing with you. I'm dealing with this brother. I'm dealing with this brother
You don't
right
want to
now.
deal with your guys.
No. No, you're a Hamite, and the Most High God got a special judgment for y'all. But
I'm living
hey,
this
brother,
scripture Bible to tell you.
listen.
Deuteronomy 8:18.
Yeah,
Remember the Lord your God. Okay.
Listen.
For He gives you power to have people. Deuteronomy 8:18. Now, Proverbs 13:22.
all right. Hey,
All right.
yeah, I'm dealing with you, brother. We're gonna deal with this bloodline and stuff like that. There's a difference between us and Africans. We're not the same. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. And then I'm gonna show you where, as far as like the Israelites, because you know that the Arabs, the Muslim religion come through the line of Israel, right? You know what I'm saying? Being a Muslim, come through the line of Israel. I'm gonna show you where in the Bible, because you know the Quran tells you if you ever in doubt, you go back and read what? The books of old. It's pointing you back to the Torah and the Tanakh, right? So you gotta go back there to get clarity. So I'm finna go here to give you clarity on who you are and who your enemies are.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Most High God chose a special people to be special to Himself, to be holy. Do you know what it means to be holy? No. That's part of it, but it's something more specific. To be separate. So when the Most High God chose us, He chose us to be separate and different from everybody else. And when you look at us, we're not different from everybody else. They hate us, but yet they want to do everything that we do. They want to be just like us and hate us all at the same time. And we special. A lot of these luxury inventions that make life easy came from us. You know what I'm saying? There wouldn't be no internet if it wasn't for a black person. There wouldn't be no GPS if it wasn't for a black person. You know what I'm saying? The car wouldn't be running. The light bulb wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? The water system, AC units. You know what I'm saying? All these different things came from us that people take for granted every day. We're special. But then there's something key that He said. Not only are we to be wholly separate and that we're special unto Himself. What was that? What was that last one?
I say above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
All man is created equal.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So we ought to be above all people that are on the face of the earth. The Most High God created us better. It's in there. That ain't nothing we making up, brother. Go ahead. Read it for yourself. That's the Bible. This is what they don't teach you in church. So you know that we're the Israelites? Do you know that we're the Israelites? What's that? Yeah, we believe that there's only one God and that His Son came for us. Yeah, but who did His Son come for? For the people? Who? Everybody in the world or specific people? Everybody in the world? Okay, let's get that. Let's see what Christ said. Let's get Christ's own words. Because, yeah, what did we just read, brother? Then He got away. And He said that they're special people. But He said He's a preacher in the church. And what He teach? He teach against what God said. That's against what God said. In the Bible, God said that He chose the people to be holy and special unto Himself and above everybody. And then He sent His Son, who y'all call Jesus, but His real name in the Hebrew tongue is Yahushua. And His Son, out of His own mouth, said who He was sent for. And it wasn't the whole world. Let's see what Christ said.
Look at Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But He answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
And what color are those letters?
Red.
That's red letter. That means that's Christ speaking.
who the world calls Jesus. And he said, what? You seen it, brother? I see you reading along. He said he was sent for only who?
The lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So he was only sent for the children of Israel. But that pastor just said that he was sent for the whole world. But God said, I got a special people that's for me. And Christ said, I only came for those special people. So what is he talking about? Preaching lies to our people, misleading our people. That's what y'all pastors been doing. Digging in your pockets. Government funded 501c3 charters, teaching y'all lies to keep y'all blind in the sea. That's the plantation preacher. But we're here to tear that plantation up and to free our people.
That's the book of Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not to the way of the Gentiles, into any city or the Samaritans, enter ye not, but rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So even when Christ commanded his disciples to go out and teach, he told them to only go to who? You just heard that? You heard that, right? He told them to go to who? The lost sheep.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So even Christ, when he sent the disciples, he said, only go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He didn't say go to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then after Christ, after he was hung from a tree, resurrected, later on down the line, an apostle came about, who they call what? The Apostle Paul, right? You ever heard of Paul in the Bible? You know what I'm saying? You know what? That's what they say. But guess what? He got some things in here. And so, listen, right, that's what I'm saying. He got some words in here that's very relevant, and it lines right up with God's special, holy people. Jesus said, of Christ Yahweh, in the Hebrew tongue, saying, I was only sent to these people. Paul also said something about the same people. Remember that pastor said, he ain't got no special people. Let's see if Paul agrees with that pastor. You got the Romans 9? Okay, let's see. Hold this real quick. Let's see what Paul said.
Because the book of Romans chapter 9, verse 1, it says, I say the truth in Christ. I say the truth in Christ, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart, for I can wish that myself were accursed from Christ, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of God, and the promises.
So that's Paul saying what? That all the promises, blessings are for who? The Israelites? Brother, his kinsmen according to a spiritual belief, or what? Flesh. Flesh means bloodline. Exactly. So it tells you that all those promises, all those good things are for the children of Israel. Hold on, brother. Yeah, I know. It's from the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's you, brother. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand we're under a lot of generational curses. Moses is a part of that lineage. He's a part of that lineage. We come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know about Abraham, right? Abraham had two sons, Ishmael and Isaac. So we come through Isaac. Now, where's that? No, that actually, Bring that over, guys. Bring it in. So we come through like, so the promises, the promise of rulership, kingdom of heaven, all the good stuff, that's supposed to come from God to the people. That came from the bloodline with Abraham to Isaac and now to Jacob. Jacob wrestled with an angel, and his name was changed to Israel. Or Yasharallah in the Hebrew tongue. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we come through. He had 12 sons. So we come through that level. Some of it. Because what the white man is speaking, that you think is Hebrew, not Hebrew, that's Yiddish. We speak what is called the Lashon, which is a Paleo Hebrew, or original Hebrew. We actually got some words, letters, something else. Yeah. It's actually my name, Sadak. You're gonna spell T-O-D-O-K. And yeah, it's called Sadak. It's an app. You can learn the Paleo Hebrew, all that. Phrases.
It's just like, they don't say in the Bible, but you know, I'm reading other
So chime in on that. The Most High God gave us laws. He gave us not just laws on how to deal with each other, deal with earth, and it's in there. We're finna break it out now. Alright, Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. You eat pork? You don't eat pork? It say, and the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven with it, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you. So we are not to eat the swine. Now, you wonder where Islam got that from? It's where they got it from. That's why it's mentioned in the Quran, Hadiths, and all that stuff. It came from the Torah first. It was the law. It was a law that was given from the Most High God to His chosen, special, holy people. Who that pastor said don't make sense. You understand? So, what can we eat? I'm gonna jump up to 3. It say, whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall you eat.
So they
No, you respect the crab? You lobster? You eat any fish?
Yeah.
Catfish? Yeah, I know that. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know they catfish. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. He told us what we can eat that come out the water too. So these shall you eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall you eat. What type of shellfish? So when we go against what the Most High say to do, He punishes us for way more than He punishes the other nations, right? You got that? Joel chapter 2 verse 27. Watch this. Read. Joel chapter 2 verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. So the Most High God, He's in the midst of the children of Israel, and He's our God. He doesn't belong to nobody else. He's only the God of the children of Israel. Anybody else that's trying to say, hey, He's my God, they're liars. The pastors in the church, liars. He's only the God of one people. Read. I am the Lord your God and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed. Give me I believe that's in Hosea, right? Give me the one in Hosea. I think it's Hosea 4:1. Got it? It's the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. See? So He got a problem with us because there's no truth going out throughout the land, right? We just feeding each other lies and, you know what I'm saying, regurgitating things that sound good because it sounds good. But the things that we regurgitating and the things that we believing in that we getting from these churches is not helping us to change the conditions of our community. The only thing that helps us to really change is this Bible. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This stuff right here help you get off drugs. It'll help you get your marriage right. It'll help you get your whole life situation right if you simply apply what they want you to apply, what the Most High God said that you should apply. And the pastors at the church will tell you, well, the law is done away with. Why would you do away with something that helps you? Why would you do away with something that makes you healthy? Right? That gives you a better diet. You know what I'm saying? So you can live longer, last longer, be around longer for your children and your grandchildren. But they don't want you to do that because they want you to put those things away because it helps them to help them stay rich, keep making money off of the congregation when they come to the church or when they come to the masjid. And then those same people leave the church and the masjid and they go right back to the same conditions and right back to the same mindset because nobody's telling them that the Most High is not dealing with you unless you change, right? So when we tell our people, yo, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, they don't want to hear that. But guess what? Them same people turn right around and ask God for all type of different things when they pray to him. Hey, God, give me the book of Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9. Right? Because our people pray all day. I'm praying to the Most High. I'm praying to the Most High. I'm praying for this house. I'm praying for this car. Oh, little man need a heart transplant. I'm pray to the Most High to help little man get this heart transplant. Right? Proverbs 28:9. Alright. You got that? Read.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination.
So that means that if you even turn your ear away from hearing this law, that your prayers become an abomination to the Most High God. So imagine what would happen if you just decide not to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments and just do what you want to do and live lawless. If your prayers are an abomination simply for not even listening to the scriptures, then what does that say about you when you out here just doing all type of wickedness? Read that again.
Say, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination.
That's right, man. Give me that book in the St. John chapter 9, verse 31, if we're going to close it out there. Right here. Every Saturday from 3 to 6. We ain't got no flyer. What's your name? King? Nice to meet you. Matter of fact, I'll give you my number. You got questions, call me. I'll answer them for you. All right, take my number down. Khan, all praises, all praises. Yeah, that's why we out here. To reach and teach our people and to wake them up. You know what I'm saying? Because this society is not for you. But the kingdom of heaven is. Rulership is. You understand? So I'm going to leave y'all with this.
Book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plague. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her work. And the cup which she hath filled to her double.
God. So the Most High God is saying, come up out of her. I'm talking to you so-called blacks, natives, and Hispanics. God's chosen people. It's time to come out of the system. It's time to come out from among these wicked people to repent and turn back to the Most High God, to claim your heritage that the Most High God has given you. Because this place you call America is going to get destroyed sooner than you think. There are nuclear bombs on the way. It's going to burn this place up, and nothing's going to be left. And your only escape is turning back to your heritage and to your God. And with that, I want to say, Kwam Yashala. Kwam Yashala. Kwam Yashala. Come.